Ron Brown is getting ready to retire after 30 years of doing this job. I'm sure he'll have many more jobs in the future. But as he worked here at Newswatch 12, one of the areas he really focused on was looking at the Southern Oregon veterans who have served in various wars over the years.
We've had a chance, you know, I think back, we've interviewed World War I veterans. There are none of those left. World War II veterans, we got to be on the honor flights, the first honor flight from Oregon to Washington, D.C. And this was one of those veteran stories, and I'm always touched by these guys, especially these World War II veterans.
The burning, sinking USS Arizona. But another battleship went down that day, never to sail again, the USS Utah. And James DeLautel was there and lived to tell the story.
I took a good look around and decided that I'd better get off that hull because they were strafing and people all over the place in the water and screaming and hollering, and I dove off, swam to Fort Island.
DeLautel will be going to Hawaii for the 50th anniversary. He says survivors are more victims than heroes.
My other feeling about it was that I didn't understand how the high commands in our various armed forces out there at the time allowed this to happen and not let us know anything. We got caught with our drawers down. All our guns were bolted down and ammunition locked up. We couldn't even fight back. That'll get you angry.
Telling his story, DeLautel becomes choked up as he recalls some of his experiences.
We were all full of crude oil and tar, and some of us were burned. It wasn't a very happy day.
Like many others, DeLautel is firm in his conviction that this party is for those who survived and those who did not.
I think Roosevelt said it right, a day of infamy, and that's exactly what it was, and I don't believe the Japanese have any right to have any part of it. I would be very bitter if they were allowed to do so.
DeLautel spent the next several years in the Navy and retired to live near Klamath Falls. In Medford, Ron Brown on the Newswatch.
So nice to have the memories of so many of our heroes preserved in your stories like this.
Well, and there's just so many great guys out there, and women too, because if you go back and you look at some of our Oregon Trails and Oregon Century stories too, some interesting women who are also veterans, and it's great to be able to preserve those stories and just cherish all of them.
All right. Well, for more information on some of the stories Ron has accomplished over his 30-year tenure here at Newswatch 12, head to our website, kdrv.com. Look under the features category. You'll find Ron Brown's Best. And every night this month on Newswatch 12 at 6:30, we'll feature another one of his historical stories.